Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, March 1st. It is the month of March 2019. It is also day one. Don't forget, today is also the last day of our Read Across America week. It is Happy Birthday, Dr. Seuss Day. Don't forget, Dr. Seuss, one of his most famous characters is the Cat in the Hat, and so we encourage you to wear red and white today, just like the Cat in the Hat's hat. So, if you are wearing red and white, great job. Even if you're not wearing red and white, that doesn't mean you have to stop celebrating Dr. Seuss, okay? So this is the last day of the Read Across America week. Don't forget that tomorrow, which is March 2nd, that is actually Dr. Seuss's birthday. So celebrate it, read his books, good stuff all around. Don't forget that it is the month of March, and as we shared in our PBIS assembly 2 days ago, we have a new character trait, and that character trait is honesty. I will say this: honesty is something many of you are very good at. When I have had to speak to some of you in my office, you all know that I love you, but also that I just want the truth. Oftentimes, when you tell me the truth, it is easier to solve the problems that we're faced with. And I have to say, the bravery from many of you boys and girls to tell me the truth up front, even if it makes you look bad, even if it is because you made a poor decision, is something I really am grateful for. So continue on with that kind of honesty. I hope that you are as honest with your friends and your teachers as you are with me when you come to the office. So honesty is a great trait. It is also an act of bravery, and I hope that you too are brave even when nobody else is looking. Don't forget, too, that our three expectations here at the school are: number one, be respectful; number two, show that you are responsible; and number three, show that you are ready to learn. Friday is exciting. We have the weekends coming up, but Friday is a work week just like any other day of the week that is a work week that would include Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Friday, with all of the excitement of the weekend coming up, don't forget, it's, show that you are ready to learn, because, well, our job right now is to be at school. The just a quick friendly reminder that our B-Bucks Cafeteria Challenge is in effect. Some of you may or may not have noticed that I was actually out of the building all day yesterday, Thursday. So I did not have a chance to go check that chart to see if anybody has earned a new B-Buck. I will definitely give an update early next week. But I hope that we have fixed some of our concerns and have returned back to being respectful with how we talk with each other, what volume we speak at. Hopefully, we are showing that we're responsible with our stuff, our belongings, our trash. And I hope that we are showing that we are ready to do whatever it is we have to do, whether it's getting in line to get our food, whether it's finding a seat, whether it's eating, whether it's cleaning up, showing that you're ready to do all that. Yes, even lining up at the very end. Now, at this moment, will you please join me in the mindful minute? Now, the last 2 days, we practice a focusing exercise, looking at various objects at our desk. Now, today, it's a Friday. As we kick into the weekend, I want to invite you to join me in another breathing exercise, just as we have done throughout the entire school year. So, if you are at your desk and you want to stay there, go for it. If you want to take a seat on the carpet or on the floor, you may do that. You may lay down. Find a position that is comfortable and will allow you to focus on where you are at right now, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. Just recognizing and acknowledging you're here right now, right here. And if it feels right, you may close your eyes, or you may simply lower your gaze, soften it, focus on a point in the classroom or on the carpet or on the floor. And when you have settled yourself, stop and be present. Know that you are seated. Know that you are standing. Sense your environment and its influence on you, whether it's the air and how it feels as it touches your skin, your clothing as it rubs against your body. You might notice, too, the floor supporting the entire weight of your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Recognize that with all of the excitements, whether it's positive energy or the negative energy from the day leading up to this moment, you might be breathing fast. So be intentional and study your breath and slow it down. Let's do it again. In through our nose. Fill up your belly and out through your mouth. Today, I encourage you to use whatever technique that you have been trained in to focus on your breathing, to allow your mind to just study and follow along with your breath, to give your mind permission to let go of all the things you're excited about or that you're nervous about from the past, and take a break from all of the things you're anxious about in the future. Just follow your breathing right now. But I'm also going to ask you to really shine a spotlight on different parts of your body. A body scan, if you may. Notice the parts of your body that you don't often think about. Your lower back, maybe. Perhaps the back of your neck. Start with your toes, even. They help keep us stable as we walk around, and yet we don't often think about our toes. See if you can sense them without even wiggling your toes. And be grateful that you have those toes. Then notice your feet, the bottom of it, the balls of your feet, perhaps inching up to your ankle. Consider if they feel warm or cold, or if they feel light or heavy. Think about if they feel as if they are sore or achy, or if they feel fresh. We use our feet quite often, and yet, if you're like me, oftentimes we just take them for granted. Be grateful that you have your feet. Then consider your lower legs, the calves perhaps. Then shine a spotlight on your knees, the ever important knees, and how they feel. And your upper legs, your hips even. If you get to my age, the hips, the lower back, I feel the aches. I feel the soreness, and I have decided I'm not going to be angry about it. I'm going to listen. I'm going to seek to understand what those aches are trying to tell me. Is it telling me to rest a little bit, to be kinder to my body? How about the muscles leading up your lower back to your middle back? Your stomach? How does it feel? I am sure your stomach would feel different if it had breakfast or if it didn't. No matter what it feels, recognize that it feels as it is. Be grateful for having a stomach. Then move on to your chest. Take a breath in. Fill up your lungs. Savor that feeling that a good inhale brings, and then let it go. And notice how your body changes as you let it go. How about your shoulders? I carry a lot of stress in my shoulders, and I tighten up. I'm going to study that tension, seek to understand what it's trying to tell me, and in its time, those tensions will let go and allow my shoulders to be relaxed as it should be. Then notice your face, notice your fingers, notice your hands. Our hands, we use them so often, and too, do we take them for granted. Be grateful for those hands. Now in a moment you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter, using your ears, and be present with your ears. They take in so much around the world, and yet so rarely do we pay attention to the fact we have those ears. So be grateful for those. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Whether you have a great day or not is your choice. Yes, you, the body that you studied, your entire being, your brain and your heart, measure where they are. Make a decision on whether you're going to make it a great day or not, because there is so much in your day you can control. So easy is it that we just forget that we can control so many parts of our days, and we just think everybody else controls it, and we're out of control. No. For a moment, think about all the little things you can control, all the parts of your body you can control, to be at peace with that. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll step out of the frame, we'll recite it together, and then I will share with you our next challenge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now, we wrapped up the Friendly February Challenge. So now we have moved into, and you know I'm going to love this, Mindful March. We are moving into Mindful March, and this is your first challenge. Start today by appreciating that you are alive and that you have a body, right? How often do we realize that we have a body that functions in the way it does? It's different. Our bodies are different, but it allows us to be who we are, as unique as we are, as different as we are, and to celebrate it. So appreciate that you are alive presently. We don't know about the future. We know that the past sometimes brings different baggage. Worry about now. Don't even worry. Just accept it. Appreciate your entire being, your life, your body. Be present with it. Do a scan, just as we did a moment ago for our Mindful Minute. Scan through your body. Appreciate the good feelings. Wrestle and ponder the feelings that you notice that sometimes may be troubling. Don't get upset. Be kind, always be compassionate, seek to understand. Seek to understand what those feelings are trying to tell you. That is a great way to celebrate your life. And with that, your teachers will ask you how you plan to be mindful about your entire being. And I want to remind you to do that even into the weekend. Appreciate who you are, where you are, and the time in which you are existing. Have a great Friday.